Hello sir, I'm Praneeth, student of VCA 2023 batch and my roll number is 33. In this video, me and my fellow classmates are going to talk about maximum posteriori probability or simply MAP technique used to determine decision making function for binary hypothesis testing. Our presentation is going to include a brief explanation about MAP technique and a few examples to understand it better. And finally, a comparison between MAP rule and ML rule. Let's get started. MAP technique is used to determine decision-making function for binary hypothesis testing. The MAP selects the hypothesis that is most likely given the observation. Let's see how. First, let's understand what is posteriori probabilities. So, posteriori probabilities are conditional probabilities that an observer would assign to two hypotheses after making an observation K, which are these. So, we will choose the one which has larger posteriori conditional probability. This is just a simple Bayes formula using which we can calculate posterior probabilities. The numerator is known as combined probability and or joint probability. So MAP decision rule requires the computation of joint probabilities in order to calculate the posterior probability over here. So how can we calculate joint probability? They cannot be calculated directly. We have to assume some values for a probability of H0 and probability of H1. So let's assume them as pi naught and pi 1. These are called prior probabilities because they are assumed prior to the observation is made. So the joint probabilities can be now calculated very easily by just multiplying the prior probabilities with the normal probabilities. So here using this formula we can calculate that, and the whole MAP technique is based on joint probability matrix. We can calculate a joint probability matrix from likelihood matrix by just simply multiplying the respective rows with the respective pi values. So here if we observe, this is the likelihood matrix that we have and this is the joint probability matrix. We can just multiply the H1 row with pi 1 in order to get this joint probability matrix. Same for the H0 row. We have to multiply 0.8 with this whole row to get this H0 row. So this is called joint probability matrix. So this is the formula that we use to calculate posterior probabilities. So now since the denominator is same for both of the conditions, both of the hypotheses, we can just use the numerator to predict to choose which one. So here if in this table, this is the joint probability table. So here if we say like in this column 0.32 is greater, so we underline this. Here 0.24, here 0.16 and here 0.12. So here if we want to calculate the false alarm is when H0 like there is no flight, but there is no flight actually, so that is H0, but we get the alarm, so we use only 0.08. So 0.08 by 0.8, because we have multiplied the P of H0 that we have assumed, we are dividing here, so the false alarm will be 0.1. The same goes for P of miss. We add these three values and divide by 0.2, that is 0.4. Thank you.
Hello sir, my name is Sailesh and my roll number is 99. Today in this audio slide presentation, I'll be explaining a problem based on the MAP hypothesis testing and then also solve the same problem using ML hypothesis testing and compare both of them. Now let's solve a problem using both the MAP rule and the ML rule and calculate probability of error in both the cases and compare them. For example, given H0 occurs, let Y be binomial distributed with n equal to 3 and p equal to half, and given H1 occurs, let Y be binomially distributed with n equal to 3 and p equal to 3 by 4. We know that the PMF of binomial distribution is P of x is equal to NCX into p power x into 1 minus p the whole power n minus x for x equal to 0, 1 and so on and 0 otherwise. Now calculating the values of P of Y given H0 and P of Y given H1 for different values of Y, we can form the following table. Now the decision rule of ML says that if P of Y given H0 is greater than P of Y given H1, then A0 can be selected or A1 has to be selected. So here for Y equal to 0, we see that P of Y given H0 is greater than P of Y given H1. And for Y equal to 1 also, P of Y given H0 is greater than Y given H1. But for 2 and 3, P of Y given H1 is greater than P of Y given H0. So according to that, they have been separated into A0 and A1. Now calculating the probability of error, which is equal to the probability of false alarm into P of H0 plus probability of miss into P of H1. Taking P of H0 equal to 1 by 5 and P of H1 equal to 4 by 5. Probability of false alarm is equal to sigma y belongs to A1 P of y given H0 of y. So basically what we are doing is we are taking we are considering it to happen while it has not happened in the first place. That is false alarm. So which is equal to P of y given H0 of 2 plus P of y given H0 of 3. So 2 and 3 belong to A1. We have already calculated these. So substituting the values, we get 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. Now probability of miss is the opposite. That is, we are considering it to have not happened given that it had happened. So y belongs to A0, P of sigma, P of y given H1 of y. So here we are taking A0 region, which is substituting the values, we get 1 by 64 plus 9 by 64, which is equal to 5 by 32. Calculating probability of error, we get probability of error is equal to 9 by 40. Now, using map rule, which is basically similar to ML, except that the table values here are scaled by P of H0 and P of H1. So the decision rule here will be if P of y given H0 into P of H0 is greater than P of y given H1 into P of H1, we can choose A0. Otherwise, we have to choose A1. So following the same procedure, we have formed the table for map. And then here if you see for y equal to 0, the first row is higher, while for y equal to 1, 2, 3, the second row has higher values. So accordingly, the values have been split. Here the decision rule can be seen, where for y equal to 1, 2, 3, it is 1, for y equal to 0, it is 0. Now calculating the probability of error, which is equal to probability of false alarm into P of H0 plus probability of miss into probability of H1, which is equal to 7 by 8 into 1 by 5 plus 1 by 64 into 4 by 5, which is equal to 8 by 40. So here you can see that the map rule has outperformed the ML rule.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaydeep from EC Department A section. Our topic is about map rules in binary hypothesis testing, in which I am going to focus on why map rule is more preferred than the ML rules. So, why prefer map rule over ML rule? Map rule is actually optimal because it attains the smallest possible probability error. If you know the probability of hypothesis and the conditional probability, we can use it to always make the optimal decisions. Let's see the expression of probability of error. Here is one of the expressions of the probability error. It can be described as given y takes on a certain value weight that by the p of y and sum up over y. Notice that the probability of error given y is equal to y equals to p of h0 if d of y equal to 1 and it equals to p of h1 if d of y equal to 0. We can say that the error only occurs if the hypothesis that occurred is the opposite of the decision that has been made for the particular y. Using this step can be obtained. This step can be obtained. This can be explained if d of y is equal to 1, it can be seen as p of h0 and 1 minus d of y equal to 0, second term being 0 completely. And in the same way, if d of y equal to 0, the first term will become 0, leaving the second term. By rearranging, the following step can be obtained. This term here is considered as important. So, if p of h0 given y equal to y is less than p of h1 given y equal to y, this term contributes negatively to the sum. So, in this case, we should keep it by d of y equal to 1. If p of h0 is greater than p of h1 given y is equal to y, this term contributes positively to the sum. So we can drop it by setting d of y equal to 0. These two cases are the cases that is naturally happening in the map rule. So even if the map rule is preferred over ML rule, it can't always be used as the probability of hypothesis is not always present. In this case, we can use ML rule naturally. Thank you.